Hi, and welcome back to the channel. It's true, my name is Norf, and this week I've got a question for you. And the question is simply, what's the impact of lack of eye contact when you're presenting either in person or online? An interesting question, do you not think? Well, let's get down to unpacking that this week. So, as is customary, strap yourselves in and let's get started. As you may have seen from my opening gambit, I wasn't looking straight down the barrel of the camera, therefore not looking at you. But when you're in front of your audience, be it in person or online, what's the impact of lack of eye contact? I'm sure a little bit like me, when your parents or your guardians were raising you, and you didn't do things according to plan, which meant you got into trouble, typically, what did those adults say? When I'm talking to you, look me in the eye. Yes, eye contact is a critical thing, not just for connectivity and broadening and deepening our personal relationships, but eye contact is a massive thing when it comes to presenting either in person or online. As the world is now beginning to open up and in-person presentations are starting to happen much more frequently, we've got to blow the dust off our presentation skills. And as you know, I'm a big believer that skills are the currency for the work of tomorrow. Presentation skills are included in that. But why is eye contact so important when you're presenting? There's been copious amounts of research that's been conducted that suggests that eye contact is not only good, it is absolutely critical to establish connection and communication between us humans. What are the benefits for and against eye contact when you're delivering your presentation? Firstly, let's have a look at against. Why would you not give eye contact to anyone, and what does that portray? The perception of lack of eye contact starts to exude things like lack of credibility, lack of trustworthiness, lack of confidence, lack of attention, all told, having a real shady vibe. However, if you now look at the benefits of eye contact portrays things like confidence, trustworthiness, honesty, positive intent, and that you're holding somebody's attention. You could take this whole scope and notion of eye contact into the animal kingdom as well. Also, it should be noted that eye contact should not just be used in isolation. Eye contact should be used with other non-verbal communication techniques like hand gestures and purposely moving your body around a stage to tell your story. But of course, too much of a good thing could potentially be quite bad. So physically, as I look at you down the barrel of the camera, it's probably okay, I feel comfortable with it, you feel comfortable with me looking down the barrel of a camera, talking about the content of eye contact. However, if you were physically in front of someone, I would probably not suggest that you look at someone for more than 4 seconds. Why? It starts to look a bit creepy. Feel free to try this when you're next in person. Drop a comment and let me know how you get on. I accept no responsibility whatsoever for what happens afterwards. Remember, the skill of presenting is exactly that. It is a skill that needs to be practiced, refined, and honed. So you may not be the sort of person that likes to hold people's gaze when it comes to presenting, but I highly, highly guarantee that if you do this and you do it right, you will build up your self-confidence. You will also be able to hold people's attention because you're telling a great story and you come across as authentic, credible, and trustworthy. Eye contact also brings one fundamental thing to place, and that is connection. Even though it's a non-verbal communication skill, that connection is something that us humans are absolutely built for. So let me ask you, out of the two, would you prefer lack of eye contact when you're presenting? Or would you prefer the correct level of eye contact when you're presenting? I know where my money is. Sorry, I had to. Come on, if the boot was on the other foot, you would have done exactly the same thing as well. One thing that I've learned when you're presenting, particularly to a small group of people, it's okay to look around the room and capture everyone's gaze as you're speaking and you're bringing your content to life. Also, once you've finished that particular thought, hold that person's gaze for just a moment and then move on. I cannot emphasize great eye contact enough when you're in a presentation. Inside, you might be feeling all sorts of catastrophic emotions. Inside, you might be panicking, you might be thinking, really, this is not going well, I'm very, very nervous. However, when it comes to portraying confidence and the perception that you're trustworthy, you know your content, and you're able to bring all of this to life as the expert, leveraging the element of the non-verbal art of eye contact strengthens your skill as a seasoned presenter. If you're able to bring about the perception of having great eye contact, that non-verbal communication skill, that will evoke an element of trustworthiness, positive intent, being a subject matter expert, and bringing all of your content to life in a way that other humans in the room are able to connect with. So be sure to spend the time crafting your presentation. I'll pop a video up here of some of the things that I use to prepare myself for any presentation, be it in person or online. But I would challenge you to have a look at some great presenters of our time. Namely, one of them is the late great Steve Jobs. Another bonus of eye contact is that you're able to view the faces of the audience that you're addressing. You can see whether they're happy, they're excited, they're sad, they're bored. You can read all of those emotions just from simply reading the faces of the audience that you're in front of. Consider it immediate visual feedback. Speaking of your delegates, also remember to put yourself in your delegate's shoes. What would they be expecting from you as the subject matter expert? Would they be expecting lack of eye contact? Or would they be expecting, as a subject matter expert, proper, correct, and great eye contact? And that's it for this week. The benefits of for and against eye contact. Eye contact is something that must be practiced when you're in a presentation environment, be it in person or online. It's a non-verbal communication skill that should not be used in isolation. You've got to use it with your entire body as well. And that includes hand gestures, open-handed gestures, as well as moving around stage if you are face-to-face. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you are presenting on stage or online. Please do ask any questions. I would love to hear from you as well. And let me know what differences you've seen with positive eye contact versus lack of positive eye contact. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time here. As you know, I am a big fan of the number 3, so if you would, please do 3 things for me. If you like the content, please do give me a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on when I upload brand new content to the channel. Again, thank you for choosing to spend your time here, and I'll see you next time.